Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, doing another Kaladesh Draft League. Please subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Inez27. Alright, so we're not taking the rare. We're looking at Furious Reprisal, which I like more than Pyrohelix. I think it does more. It does cost more mana too. We also have Glint Sleeve Artisan, Thriving Rhino, and Hunt the Weak. All of these cards are good. And I don't know if there's an actual right answer. My gut is telling me to take the Thriving Rhino. I just have passed this card too many times and I know that it's good. Hunt the Weak is, I mean, we've got some other removals in here too, and they're good. I'm going to go Rhino though. I think this card is really good. And even though it's not removal, it's a powerful green card that I want to play more of. Okay, so we have a Syndicate Trafficker that we're past. I actually like this card. We have a Riparian Tiger. I like this card a lot too, obviously. I kind of just want to go an energy deck if I can. Just cut as many energy cards as possible. I feel like I really have not made too many energy decks that I can think of. I do think the Trafficker is good. I don't think it's like broken or anything, but it's a good card. Let's go Tiger. Stays on color with the Rhino. It's in the same exact game plan. And I just like it. The Cobra is good too. I do like the Cobras, but I'm going to take Tiger. This pack is not really full of a bunch of goodies anyway, outside of it, so I'm okay with that. I really like the Seed Sculptor a lot. Now, it's not an energy card, but it is a very good 2-drop. I've been impressed. And I like how it kind of single-handedly works well with the Armorcraft Judge in a really positive way. Nothing else insane in here. I like Artisan and Mechanic. And the Malfunction. And of course, I like the Fire Weaver, if you saw my last draft, of course. So let's take the Seed Sculptor. Because I think a 2-mana 2/3 is just good. Ooh. Another Rhino. Let's get all these Rhinos. Let's finally make the green energy deck work here. Because I feel like I've been trying a lot of other things. But I've played against this deck a lot. And I do think it's very good. So I think Era of Innovation is actually a really strong card too. I played that in my first draft, just not knowing how strong it was, and it did a lot of work. I like this card. Just as like a sort of infinite energy generator. There's not a lot of cards that do that in this format. And there's a Wild Wanderer in here, but we're going to take the Rhino. Be happy about it. Okay, Attune with a Ether, which does generate energy and lets you find other colors. There's a Self-Assembler in here. But I think we're doing a good job already of kind of just snipping all the green out of these packs, which is really going to lead everybody else in the draft down a different direction. Ideally, just not dedicating people to green for packs 2 and 3. You know, it doesn't always work out like that, but I think it's a plan that can be effective. And in here, we're not really passing anything too nuts. I like the Self-Assembler, actually. I think this card is good value. But I'm going to take the Attune with Aether. We already want some energy, and I really want to sort of focus on energy hard and see if I can make it come together. Like this one. This one's perfect. Fabrication Module, I'm going to take over the Tiger. This is like the perfect card for this deck. Every time you get to play one of your energy creatures, they enter with a +1/+1 counter. This card is precisely in the same game plan of what we're trying to do. I'm going to take it over the Tiger. I would like the second Tiger too, but yeah, Module's perfect. Okay, finally we're taking something that's of a different color. So, I mean, where else do we have a lot of good energy cards? I mean, Red's got some energy, but there's not a lot of good energy cards in that. I mean, White has energy, but I mean, Consulate Surveillance is something I haven't played before. I don't know if I like it or not. Maybe if you just have a ton of energy. I like the Harrier, well and good enough. But let's take the Surveillance. Like, Harrier's pretty good. I'm not even sure if I'm going to play white. And let's just focus on energy cards, even if they're weird ones like Consulate Surveillance, which I don't think is a great card. But I mean, if your deck just generates like a million energy, yeah, I could see it being pretty useful. Especially since it's like, our deck seems like it'd be pretty good in the late game, with the Fabrication module especially. So let's take the Tiger here. Go deep on these energies. Alright, we're going to take the Creeping Mold, I think. Could take the Authority of the Consoles. It's not that great of a card. It's okay, though. Can buy you some time. Like I said, our plan already looks like it'll be good and effective late. But maybe just take a Creeping Mold for a sideboard. Take the final green card from that pack. Okay. I can take Larger Than Life. I mean, these guys already have Trample. But we'll take the Larger Than Life, whatever. This card's really bad, right? Look at the top 10. Exile 2, up to 2. Why does the opponent get the choice first? I really don't like that. Should almost be like 3 creatures, right? Or something. I don't know. Maybe that would have been too good. I'm going to take it because it's rare and I'm not going to play Commencement of Festivities. We're going to let... Well, I guess I could take one of these in case I end up in those colors. Blue has some energy too. I guess. I don't know. I don't really want any... Well, I mean, we're seeing late blue. Take the hard counter, maybe. Spark of Creativity. All right. So, pack 1. Ooh, yeah. Long Tusk Cub. Very good. There's a Gonti in here, too, which is really good. Gonti is good. Cub seems more synergistic with what we're trying to do. God, there's a Freighter in here, too. God, I don't even know what's better. I feel like Cub is the right card for our deck. We already have a lot of energy generation, right? We have a Toon, Rhino... 2 Rhinos, the Attune, the module, 2 Tigers. That's a lot. Cub is just good. This is a great 2-drop, very strong card. Can really put games away as sort of a infinite energy generator. So I think I'm going to take it over Gonti and the Freighter. The Freighter is the tough one because Freighter is a very, very powerful card, but so is Cub. There's no possible chance Cub's going to wheel. And I'm just going to go pure synergy here and just really focus on all the energy generation we can. So all of these cards get way better. I just want to be able to attack every turn and use energy. And just go off. Okay, we're past the Responder, but I'm going to take the second Rhino here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take the second module. These are just going to go off. Because I don't think we're going to wheel it. Actually, this is kind of a difficult pick. The module or the Rhino? The Rhino is like exactly... They're both exactly what our deck wants, right? Like, even if I set aside all other colors, which I'm tempted to do at the moment, maybe mono green is something we can do. Do I want the second module? Currently, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. I'm going to want more than 10 things that... We'll take the module. We're going to work hard, though. We're working hard. Taking another Tiger here over the Edgecrafter, over the defense. There's a Die Young, too. I mean, black, green, any color can work for energy generation. Maybe the third Tiger is unnecessary, but yeah, I just want every card in my deck to generate energy and see how well this works. I'm going to take the Tiger. I could have taken the Die Young there and not felt bad about it. Okay, so now I can take Cobra or I can take Appetite. We don't have much in terms of removal. We basically have Creeping Mold. And Appetite does the same thing as Mold, but just cheaper and with life gain. I think I'll take the Cobra here. It does not generate energy, but Death Touch is very good, and it's cheap. Like, I think at this point I'm just off the self-assembler plan because I already have 3 5-drops that are more synergistic with what we're trying to do. But we'll take the Cobra here. I mean, I could just take the Hawk and really start committing to maybe, yeah, maybe green-white energy. I mean, Hawk's going to be fantastic with module too. I'm going to have to pull the trigger at some point on a second color. I don't want to play monocolor, I don't think. Let's take the Hawk. It lets all of our guys fly over. It seems very effective with what we're trying to do. Okay, so now it's like pretty easy Sage, I think. Ordinarily, super unexciting card. In this deck, phenomenal. With the modules, all the Rhino, all the energy generation. Let's do it. Sage. I guess there's a Lathnu Hellion too at rare, but I'm going to take the Sage, just the on color for sure. Good pick. All right, Hunt the Weak. We want this card because we don't have removal, so now we do. There's a Thriving Turtle in here and a Goggles, I guess, which would be fine, and a Mechanic, which Mechanic's not that good in a deck like this because all of our guys are getting +1/+1 counters, so it's good. A good way, still a good way to get around the revoke privileges. I guess we can take Herald. It's not exactly what I think a deck like ours wants to do, but okay, we have 3 options here. I'm going to take the Blossoming Defense. I think this card is very good, and I think I like it more than Appetite for us and Ornamental Courage. The Hexproof is really, really good. All right, we get another Tiger. We're good on Tigers. Quad Tiger, it's pretty good. So we can take the Maneuver. I like Maneuver. I actually do like this card. It was recommended to me early on stream, and I liked it. I don't really like it for this deck because it's kind of cool if you do it on like a Rhino or a Tiger when you have a module out so you can pump something else instant speed. But I think I'm going to take, actually, maybe the Theorist in case blue, because I don't really think I want a Wild Wanderer so much. Take a Takedown for sideboard. Guess we'll take the Creeping Mold. Another Larger Than Life. I don't even think I want to play the first one, though, really. Okay. All right. So, I think... I mean, I'm willing to let the rare sort of dictate what my second color is, if I do get one. But we're doing pretty good on energy generation at this point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's pretty good. So Panharmonicon, people have really come to just love this card. I'm not the biggest fan. I've lost against it. I've certainly beaten it. I'll tell you that much. It's cool. It does work with the fabrication modules and all our energy generations. You play a Rhino, you get 2 different sets of energy that both trigger, and then module goes off. So it's kind of cool for that, but I'd rather just take another Rhino. There's also Revoke Privileges, which is removal, but I just want everything to synergize here. I really want to synergize hard with these modules. And Rhinos are just solid creatures. And like I said, we're still just not sure what our second color is. So I'm going to just take for sure the color we're playing and a card that goes synergistically with what we're trying to do, even though people do love Panharmonicon. There's a Voyager. So another Seed Sculptor as well. There's a Welding Sparks in here. I think we're going to just take the Seed Sculptor. I'd like a little more early game, and at least Seed Sculptor lets you push through with Rhino if they have a blocker. Or just a 2-mana 2/3, which is good. Voyager is good too. Voyager is pretty amazing actually with Fabrication Module. Is that enough incentive to just pull the trigger on blue-green? It could be. It does fly. Like I said, it is going to be really ridiculous with Module. But Sculptor is just going to be good. It's on color. It doesn't generate energy, though. Let's go Voyager. It's more exciting. It's too synergistically good with what we're trying to do. And it maybe opens us up towards blue more. All right, Trumpeter is going to be actually really good in this deck. Not only with the double fabrication module, but with all of these things that get +1/+1 counters when they attack. Like, that'll be good. There's a Wildest Dream, which is actually a card I like a lot, but Trumpeter, like I said, actually is very good in this deck. It's actually really good with Cub, too. On your turn, put one counter on, gets pumped. On your opponent's turn, put a counter on, gets pumped. That's cool. I like that. All right, Trumpeter. Another fabrication module? You gotta be kidding me. Here's Dynavolt Tower. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I feel like that is good with what we're trying to do. I could take a third module. How many modules is too many? 3 sounds excessive. We'll take the tower. I mean, we've got all the energy generation, so I can't see tower being bad. It just sucks that we don't have a lot of instants and sorceries. I guess we have a couple, just not a lot. We have like 3. Might wheel something, though. It's a rare effect. It's pretty awesome with the Voyager as well. Geez. Welding Sparks, you say? So no good green card for us here. I guess I could take the Ibex in case we go back to the white plan. There's not a good blue or white card here. I guess Ibex is as close as we're going to get to a good white card. All right. So we can take another Hawk, but we're going to slam this Judge. That's just way too good for us. There is the Thriving Rhino and the Attune with Aether, but Judge is just going to like refill our hand, so we got to play this card. It's like just exactly what our deck is looking for outside of energy cards. All right. 5 Tigers? Sure, why not? Just play Tiger into Tiger into Tiger into Tiger. Okay, we'll take the Cobra now. Could take the Malfunction. Maybe we just want the removal. We have enough creatures. If we end up in blue. Which I kind of want to for that Voyager. I mean, also we could probably just, if we wanted to, end up in mono green. It's totally a possibility. It's fairly, probably not that complicated to do. All right, maybe mono green is actually what we're going to do. Geez, Glintless Crane just wheels these days. No one cares anymore. There's a High Tide Hermit. It's definitely an energy generator. Yet another 5-drop, though. Select for Inspection, worth considering. Puzzle Knot, energy generation. Ornamental Courage, Combat Trick. Core Prowler, probably don't need it. All right. So we got a synergistic game plan. We're good on that front. And I think we might just play mono green because we probably can. And I don't know if I need to dilute the mana base, but maybe we just want to play the blue or the white anyway. I don't really have to dilute the mana base that much, right? Let's ditch the white. I do think that our blue is probably better than our white. I don't want to play Disappearing Act. Don't need the red cards. Probably don't want to play Hermit, even though it's in line with. I probably don't need the Core Prowler. Curio Vendor's out. Wow. So yeah, we could very easily just cut blue and have ourselves a essentially mono green deck. Like if I cut these blue cards, I guess I would need to play one more card, so maybe just Core Prowler or something. I guess Creeping Mold's not an exciting card to play either. But we could just run mono green. How many energy generators does that leave us with? We don't have a lot of removal, but we have combat tricks, right? We have defense, courage, hunt the weak, Dynavolt Tower, which should go off in this deck. surprised we only got one Sage. This typically is not a super popular card. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 energy generators, but I don't like that 5 of them are tigers. Yeah, it just sort of sucks that our early game is a little bit not that good. So it may just be worth it to toss in the blue cards for more early plays. And like I said, I don't think it dilutes our mana base too much. Like, I want to ditch this Creeping Mold. I don't like main decking that. We probably don't need the Core Prowler. There's no reason for that. And then for the final cut, maybe Attune with Aether gets a lot better when you're running light in your second color, which we definitely are. But I like this build a lot more than the mono green. So I could cut one of my tigers, but I don't mind having 5 tigers at the top end. This card, attacking as a 6/6 trample for 5 mana is very good. But that being said, it feels like the correct cut because we're super removal light, and I don't think I'm gonna run Select for Inspection, even though it is technically not even technically, it's it's a good tempo card. It can be. I think we're more focused on the synergy. So I can cut 1 tiger. Maybe just run 4 of them. It still leaves us with a ton of energy generation. And I want all of these combat tricks because we're removal light. So, all right. I think one of the tigers is going to go. It could have cut the puzzle knot too, but I just like that the puzzle knot is just cheap energy. Like, especially with the modules, you end up getting 2 +1/+1 counters out of it that you can sort of instant speed the second batch of them. So I think this deck looks good. It's what I wanted to build, an energy deck, and yeah, I think it looks good. Okay, so you don't even have to run too many islands because we have the Attune with Aether, which can count as one for us. And even the Glass Blower's Puzzle Knot is playable without an island. So maybe we run like 6 islands plus the Attune with Aether. We do have some double green, but not until we get to tigers. So I think we could get away with running something like this, 11/6. And Attune with Aether is like a 7th island. So really, this should be good. 11/6 should be good. I don't think it hurts our mana base too much to run 6 islands. If we have 11 green mana, we should certainly see green early. I like this deck. I very much like this deck. I think it's good. Fabrication module with Imperial Voyager is actually really, really good because it just keeps getting bigger. And then you just keep getting more energy. And then your Dynavolt Tower ideally does something. Like I said, I'm a little bummed that there's not more instants and sorceries to help with Tower. I mean, I get that we have a deck that just generates a bunch of energy, so it doesn't matter. But it certainly helps to play instants and sorceries and get more energy too, especially with modules. So the modules feed the Tower, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4... only 4 other cards that are actual instants and sorceries, which could be a problem. But I like this deck. This is fun. This looks very synergistic. Let's see how well it plays, huh? Shall we? We'll see you round 1.